Hello everyone, I am Parikshit and welcome to another very exciting session on Unacademy Catalyst. Remember, just 5 more days for your CMAT now, and this is the time to make sure that you revise and you revise all chapters, all topics. These last 5 days, we are going to put in a lot of effort so that we help you crack your CMAT. In today's session, we are going to discuss a lot of very important quants topics. I'm going to make sure that we revise more and more topics, more and more formulas so that the last 5 days everything is there fresh in your mind. These are some of the most important questions for your CMAT, and you make sure that you view the entire 15-20 minutes of the video and solve each and every question. But as always, the first thing I'm going to tell you, give me 5 seconds to ensure that I am streaming live before we get started with today's session. Okay, I think we are streaming live and we are good to start. Let's get started. So this is about me, your CAT educator on Unacademy with the highest live class rating on Unacademy with a 99.8 and a 99.9 plus percentile. Over 7 years of experience, teaching experience for M.B.A. Entrance Examination. Happenings on Unacademy. A lot of new batches are starting on Unacademy. The 24th of March, an absolute weekday morning batch started. Then on the 27th, a round the clock batch starts. And on the 31st of March, a percentile batch starts for CAT 2021. Now, if you are a CAT 2021 aspirant, make sure you enroll for these batches. If you want some discount, get maximum discount using the code that's there on your screen. Parikshit Live. Use the code, you get the maximum discount, 10% off. And yes, always happy to share that a lot of learners have cracked the CAT 2020 with flying colors. 100 percentile in LRDI from amongst the Unacademy students. Okay. Yes, the last 6 days before we go for a price hike. This is your final chance to register on Unacademy at the current price and even get a 10% off. Remember, prices are increasing in the next 6 days. So if you're serious about your CAT 2021 preparation, this is the time to enroll. The weekly scholarship test is something I suggest that all of you definitely appear. And the happenings on Unacademy. The T20 test series starts on Unacademy. Make sure you enroll for it and appear for it every day. Just 10 questions and 30 minutes of your time. Let's get started with today's class. Today we are going to discuss some very important questions from across topics in quants so that you remember these topics when you go and write the CMAT in the next 6 days. Okay, let's talk about each of these questions. Please try to solve it simultaneously. Remember, you don't take more than a minute to solve each of these questions. Let's get started with the first one. How many iron balls, each of radius 1 centimeter, can be made from a sphere whose radius is 8 centimeter? Okay. Now they are saying number of iron balls that can be made from a sphere of radius 8 centimeter. Now think about it. What is the example of a sphere? Think about a sphere, right? Now can I say number of iron balls that can be made? Number of iron balls that can be made from a sphere, correct? What will that be equal to? That will be equal to volume of the large sphere. Will you agree? Volume of the sphere divided by volume of one iron ball. Will you agree? Volume of one iron ball. Volume of one iron ball. Yes? See, it's very easy to visualize this, right? It's very easy to visualize this. You have a sphere. What is a sphere? The best example of a sphere you can think of it is a big football, right? And you need to make small balls out of it, small iron balls out of it. So how many can you make? So total volume of the sphere divided by volume of one iron ball. Now remember, what is the volume of a sphere? This is something you got to remember when you enter the CMAT hall. Volume of a sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Pi r cube. So let's say radius is capital R cube. Divided by volume of one iron ball. Volume of one iron ball, right? So what is the volume of an iron ball? Iron ball is again a sphere. So can I say it's 4 by 3 pi r cube, small r cube. Will you agree on this? Easy. Now think about it. It's just about calculating this now. 4 by 3 pi, 4 by 3 pi is common in both. So what you basically get is capital R cube divided by small r cube. Is capital R cube divided by small r cube, right? So find out what is capital R cube, 8 cube. What is small r cube, 1 cube, right? So 8 cube divided by 1 cube. What's your answer? 512. So answer for the first one will be 512. I hope you got the first one. I hope you got the first one. Easy? Any doubts you have? Okay, let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. Number 2. Let's go to number 2. Okay. If A is between 0 and 1, then which of the following statements are true? Okay. So A is between 0 and 1. So you have a number which lies between 0 to 1. Between 0 to 1. Okay. Now I hope you understand the difference between two English words. One word is between and the other word is from. From. As an example, if I say, I will come to your house between Monday to Friday. I will come to your house between Monday to Friday. What does it imply? What does it imply? It implies that you are coming to my house either on Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday. But if I tell you, I go to office from Monday to Friday. I go to office from Monday to Friday. From Monday to Friday. So it means it includes the end points as well. It includes Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So it includes the end points Monday and Friday. But if I tell you between, it doesn't include the end points. Can you see? It doesn't include Monday, it doesn't include Friday. So remember this if you don't have to make a silly mistake. Okay. Now if you know this, that the number given is between 0 to 1, which of the following statements are true? Now before that, have a look. Take any number you want. Take any number you want. As an example, let's say you take the number 0.5. You take the number 0.5. Why did I take 0.5? Because it lies in the range 0 to 1. If A is 0.5, can I say A square will be 0.25? 0.25. Correct? Now let's put the answer options and substitute. Now it's very easy. Just substitute the answer options. First answer option. A square minus 1. How much will you get A square minus 1? A square is 0.25 minus 1. Is this greater than 0 or less than 0? A square minus 1 will come out to be negative. But option 1 says it is positive. Definitely option 1 is false. Definitely option 1 is false. Number 2. A square plus 1. Think about it. Because A is positive, you take any number. Remember, it lies between 0 and 1. So A got to be positive. If A got to be positive, A square obviously will be positive. And if A square is positive, then A square plus 1 will also be positive. In other words, it will be greater than 0. Perfect. Statement 2 is also correct. Statement 2 is also correct, right? Next, statement 3. Statement 3. A square minus A. A square minus A. Take an example. A square is 0.25 minus A. What is A? 0.5. Is this positive or negative? This is negative. This is negative. But the statement says it is greater than 0. That is incorrect. Why? This is positive. So option 3 is incorrect. Option 1 is incorrect. The only correct answer is option 2. Only correct answer is option 2. So remember, in your CMAT, it is not about only this question. It is about taking the learning, deriving the learning out of the question. In the CMAT, if you get any algebra question, remember you will have answer options. Just substitute the answer options or probably you take any value. You take a sample value, okay? Put it in the answer option. Check which answer option satisfies. That is the best way of solving your CMAT questions. Best way of solving your CMAT questions. Someone might be thinking, I took 0.5. Can I take some other number? Obviously, yes, your answer will still remain the same. Let's say you take A is equal to 0.7. Then what will be A square? A square will be 0.7 whole square. It will become 0.49. Even in this case, A square is smaller than A. A square is smaller than A. So obviously, A square minus A will be negative. But option 3 says it is positive. Hence, incorrect. Answer is only 2, which is option A. Got it? So take the learning. Take the learning. Remember algebra, substitute the answer options and check in your CMAT exam. Next, number 3. Next, let's look at number 3. In how many years will rupees 2 lakh double under SI? Rupees 2 lakh double under SI. That's the question, right? Number 3. Okay. Now remember, the formula for SI is PRT by 100. Formula for simple interest is PRT divided by 100. Correct? Now think about it. They are saying the money should get double. If the money should get double, can I say basically they are telling you amount should become 2 times of P. Amount should become 2 times of P. Will you agree? So what is amount? Amount is principal plus the simple interest. Plus the simple interest. So amount is becoming 2 times. So 2P is P plus SI, or can I say simple interest is 2P minus P is equal to P. Will you agree? Think about it again. Amount should become double. The 2 lakh should become double. So amount is becoming 2 times of the principal. In that case, what is amount? Amount is principal plus the simple interest. Amount is 2 times P. So 2P is P plus SI, or SI is equal to P. Now substitute the values. Substitute the values. You don't have to put 4 lakhs. You can put simple interest as P. Let's say simple interest as P. What is the original principal? Let it be P. I know the value of P is 2, but let's take it P only. What is R? What is R? In how many years will rupees 2 lakhs double, right? Okay. Rupees 2 lakh double under SI. This is R, right? And into T. Into T. This is T. T is 100. Correct? Now think about it. Now you think about it logically. Now you think about it logically. Here, your answer, think about it logically. How many years are they asking will rupees 2 lakh double? But in this case, what is T? T will be equal to 100 divided by R. T will be 100 divided by R. Now this particular question had come in the CMAT, and the good part was obviously you get up till here, and I also gave you only up till here. You cannot answer this question without knowing the value of R. Without knowing the value of R, right? You need the value of R. Depending on the value of R, you would get the answer. So this is a 2017 CMAT question. In that particular year, the data was insufficient. So in such questions, if you attempt the question, you tick any of the answers, right? You tick any of the answers, you will get marks for it. You will get marks for it. So here, if they give you the value, if they give you, let's say R is equal to, let's say 10%, or let's say R is equal to 15%, some number if they give you, then you can easily get this answer. You can easily get this answer. Without the value of R, you will say data insufficient. Data insufficient. Do you follow? Do you follow? Any doubt in this? Any doubt in this? SI is equal to PRT by 100. They are asking you what is the value of T. So you cannot find out the value of T without knowing the value of R. Let's go to the next one. Now here I must tell you there is a very interesting observation. If the same question had it been asked under CI, you know what's the formula? What is the formula under CI? In how many years will the amount double under CI? Most of you don't know this formula. If you don't know, please take a note of it. The formula is 72 divided by R. 72 divided by R. As an example, if I ask you, in how many years will rupees 100 double under CI at 8%? At 8%, okay? Under CI, compound interest. The formula is what? Very easy. T is equal to 72. 72 is constant. Divided by R. R is 8. Answer would be 9 years. Answer would be 9 years. So remember this. This formula is not there in your books. So if you remember this, you can get your answer really fast. In how many years amount doubles under compound interest? 72 divided by R. 72 divided by R. But remember, this particular question was for simple interest. Okay. Next, number 4. Next, number 4. If y square plus 3y minus 18 greater than equal to 0. Y square plus 3y minus 18 greater than equal to 0. Yeah, I see some of you have a doubt. I'll repeat question number 3 probably if you want. I'll repeat the question at the end of the class, okay? At the end of the class. Y square plus 3y minus 18 greater than equal to 0. Which of the following is true? Please factorize this. Please factorize this. y square plus 6y minus 3y minus 18 greater than equal to 0. So take y common, y plus 6 minus 3 y plus 6 greater than equal to 0, right? So what will this become? Y minus 3 y plus 6 greater than equal to 0. So what are the values? 3 minus 6 comma 3 minus 6 comma 3 are the values. Now remember, the sign is not equal to, it is rather greater than equal to. So you got to be very careful. So I'm not getting into the basics, but the shortcut is, if you attend my classes, you will know the basics. But at the moment, only 5 days left for your CMAT. You should know how to plot this, right? Just plot it on the number line. So what are the values? Minus 6 comma 3. Minus 6 comma 3. If you plot these values on the number line, you know what is happening? You are basically dividing the number line into 3 parts. You are basically dividing the number line into 3 parts. Okay? Now I'm giving you a shortcut. Always in every question, the right hand side of the number line, rightmost, will always be positive. Remember that always, every question, rightmost side is always positive, meaning this is positive. This is the start. Moment you get the start, you know what? After that, it will alternate. After that, it will alternate. When I say alternate, what do I mean? Plus, minus, like that it will continue. I hope you know the basics. In case you don't know, you can always go back to my foundation classes. But at this point of time, it is sufficient to know that the right hand side will always be positive. So positive, negative, positive. If there was one more partition, negative. So alternates. Right side positive, then positive, negative, and so on. Question is asking, what is it asking? It is asking you, tell me the region which is greater than equal to 0. Moment I say greater than equal to 0, it is basically asking you the positive region. Which are the positive regions? Can I say this is the positive region, the rightmost and on the leftmost and on the leftmost. Now can you answer? Which will be answer? Answer is x is greater than 3. That's one part, right? And what is the next part? The next part is x less than minus 6. X is less than minus 6. Remember less, because if you go to minus 7, minus 8, minus 9, basically we are looking at regions which is lesser than minus 6, right? So what's your answer? Greater than, so it is x or y. Here in this case it was y. So y greater than 3 or y less than equal to minus 6. Less than equal to minus 6, right? So answer is option D. So remember this. With 5 days left, you probably will not have time to go back to your basics, right? So always remember, rightmost side is always positive, and then it will alternate positive, negative, and so on. So depending on whatever the question asks you, you find out that particular region. Let's go to the next set of questions. Okay. Next. Number 5. In how many different ways can 3 red balls, 2 blue balls, and 4 yellow balls be arranged so that the balls of the same color come together? Okay. So how many balls are there? 3 red balls, 2 blue balls, 4 yellow balls. You need to arrange so that balls of the same color come together. Now think about it. If they have to come together, you imagine that you are putting all of them in a box or tying them with a rope, right? So let the 3 balls be tied with a rope so that they are always together. Let the 2 blue balls be tied with a rope so that they are always together. Let the 4 yellow balls be tied with a rope so that they are always together. Correct? Why did I say tie with a rope? Because now if I move the yellow balls, all the 4 yellow balls will move together. If I move the blue balls, all the 2 blue balls will move together. Now think about it. How many boxes do you have? Or in other words, how many tight items you have? 3 items, right? 3 items. So 3 items. So basically 3 boxes. So in how many ways can you place the first box? How many ways? Remember, the first box can go into any of the 3 empty places. Will you agree? The first box can go into any of the 3 empty places. So 3. What about the second box? The second box can go into any of the remaining 2 empty places. So 2. What about the third box? The third box can go into the last empty place. Hence into 1. So 3 into 2 into 1. Okay, that's one part. Moment you are done, now remember the red balls within themselves can be arranged in 3 factorial ways. So if you imagine, let's say the color of the red balls, let's say the red balls are R1, R2 and R3. So how many ways can they be arranged among themselves? It can be R1, R2, R3. It can be R2, R1, R3. Or, are you getting it? So let's write down. Let's write it down properly. Let's write it down properly. Let's write it down. Okay. So remember, if you have to keep the red balls, you know what? They have to be together. That portion has been taken care of. But after that, they can be arranged in more ways, right? See, the red balls, they are together. How many ways? R1, R2, R3, or it can be R1, R3, R2, or it can be R2, R1, R3, or it can be R2, R3, R1, or it can be R3, R1, R2, or it can be R3, R2, R1. This is just for your visualization. You don't have to write this. You don't have to write this. This is just for you to visualize. So remember, the red balls can be arranged among themselves. What you see here is 6 ways. 6 is nothing, 3 factorial ways. This is nothing but 3 factorial ways. Correct? So the red balls among themselves can be arranged in 3 factorial ways. Similarly, the blue balls among themselves, it can be B1, B2 or B2, B1. So 2 ways or 2 factorial ways. Similarly, the yellow balls among themselves can be arranged in 4 factorial ways. Can be arranged in 4 factorial ways, right? So you do the maths, you will get your answer as 1728. 1728. Get the point? Get the point? 1728. That will be your answer for number 5. I hope it's an easy one. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. Next. 3 numbers x, y and z are in the ratio of 12:15:25. Okay. So the 3 balls, you have got 3 balls x, y, z. They are in the ratio. So when I say ratio, let me call it 12k, 15k and 25k and 25k. If the sum of twice of these numbers is 614, the ratio between the difference of y and x and the difference of z and y. So what you need is this ratio, right? So what is this ratio? What is this ratio? This ratio is y minus x divided by z minus y. Z minus y. What is y minus x? Y minus x is 15k minus 12k divided by z minus y, 25k minus 15k. Correct? So how much will you get? 3k divided by 10k. That's it. That's it. That's your answer. 3 by 10. 3 by 10. Someone might be thinking, you might get confused. Why will you get confused? This is from the CMAT 2018 paper. Why will you get confused? You know what? An extra information is given that the sum of the numbers is 614. But do you need that? You don't need that, right? They're asking you the ratio. If they're asking you the ratio, obviously, if you have k and k, that will cancel out. You don't even have to determine the value of k. You don't even have to determine the value of k, right? So answer is 3:10. But even if you take this extra step, would you have got a wrong answer? No, you wouldn't have. How would you have done? You would have said that x plus y plus z, or sum of twice of these numbers, 2 times x plus y plus z is 614, or you would have said 2 times 12k plus 15k plus 25k is 614. Find out the value of k. But that would have been a wastage of time. That would have been a wastage of time because you don't need to determine the value of k. Let's go to the next one. These are all. This is from CMAT 2018, question number 6. Next, another one from the previous CMAT papers. Number 7. In a survey conducted among 120 houses, it was found that 50 read the Times of India, 60 read Indian Express, and 48 read Hindustan Times. So moment I read this, looks like a case of Venn diagram, right? So how will you do this? What you can do? You can draw a 3-set Venn diagram. Right? So let's draw a 3-set Venn diagram because there are 3 variables. Okay, so what are the variables? You have the Times of India, you have the Indian Express, and you have the Hindustan Times. How many houses are there in total? 120 houses. 120 houses. So let's take the data. 50 read the Times of India. 60 read the Indian Express. and 48 rate Hindustan times, right? So let's mark it. Let's say A. What is A? A is only Times of India. This region is B. What is B? Only Indian Express. What is C? Only Hindustan Times. What is D? Times of India and Indian Express. What is E? Indian Express and Hindustan Times. What is G? Hindustan Times and Toy. And then G is all three. G is all three. And then you have got N, who doesn't belong to any of the categories. Okay, now let's read it. 20 read the Times of India and Indian Express. Don't make a mistake. People will make a mistake here. This is the point where you go wrong. You know what? If 20 read the Times of India and Indian Express, and if I want to highlight this, you know what? This will be D plus G. Remember, they are not saying Times of India and Indian Express only. They are rather telling you Times of India and Indian Express. So it is basically D plus G. If you take that as only D, entire sum goes wrong. Entire sum goes wrong. Remember, Times of India and Indian Express, it means D plus G. Similarly, 18 read Times of India and Hindustan Times. So basically E plus G. And 24 read Indian Express and Hindustan Times. Indian Express and Hindustan Times, right? Again, there are two regions. So you got to be very careful. Next, they say, if 10 read all the three. Okay, I think I got something. 10 read all the three, meaning G is 10. G is 10. Correct? I think now you can easily get it. Go back and read this again. 20 people are reading Times of India and Indian Express. So if D plus G is 20 and if G is 10, can I say D has to be 10? Remember, D plus G is 20. G is 10. So D has to be 10. 18 read Times of India and Hindustan Times. So basically G plus F. G plus F is 18. But you know what? G is 10. So obviously F is going to be 8. And the last one. 24 read Indian Express and Hindustan Times. So E plus G is 24. If E plus G is 24, G is 10, then E has to be 24 minus 10, 14. 24 minus 10, 14. Yes? I think it's an easy one. Now you know what? You can easily find out. Times of India. How much is Times of India? Total Times of India is 50. Remember, Times of India constitutes 4 parts. ADGF. ADGF. Out of which you already know 3. D is 10, G is 10, F is 8. So 10 plus 10 plus 8, 28. So A got to be 50 minus 28, 22. Similarly, Indian Express constitutes 4 parts. You already know 3 of them. So D plus G, 20 plus 14, 34, right? 34. So can I say B must be 60 minus 34, 20. What is C? Total is 48. Constitutes 4 parts, out of which you already know 3. So 14 plus 10, 24. 24 plus 8, 32. So 48 minus 32, 60. Question is asking you how many read only one newspaper. So only one newspaper is A plus B plus C. So what's your answer? 22 plus 24 plus 16, which comes out to be 60, which comes out to be how much? 24 plus 16 is 40. 40 plus 22 is 62. 62. Is there a calculation mistake somewhere? 40, 62. Let's check this again. 28, 22, this is correct. 20, 34, 34, 16, 24. This is perfect. 24, 32, 32 plus 60. Yeah, answer should be 62. Answer should, if how many read only one newspaper, answer should be 62. Answer should be 62. So just check the calculations once again. Just check the calculations once again. You got to be correct with the logic, right? If the logic is correct, don't bother about your answer. 62 will be the answer. You just check the calculation once again. I hope you got the logic. Next, number 8. Number 8. Number 8. Number 8. The length of the minute of a watch is 42. The length of the minute of a watch is 42 mm. When I say minute, what do I mean? I basically mean minute hand. Minute hand of a watch is 42 mm. Okay. The area swept by it in 30 minutes by taking pi as 3.14 is. Think about it. Let's draw a watch. I would say let's draw a watch. Okay. Now think about it. Let's say it's 1 p.m. Let's say it's 1 p.m. Or for that matter, let's say this is the minute hand. This is the minute hand. Okay. Now can you say or will you agree with me if I tell you the minute hand covers 360 degree, right? If it has to cover one complete circle, entire circle, if it covers 360 degree in 60 minutes. Will you agree? So think about it. If it is 12 p.m., right? When will this minute hand reach 12 again? After 60 minutes. After 60 minutes. So can I say minute hand covers 360 degree in 60 minutes? In 60 minutes. So when I say 360 degree, I am basically trying to tell you it covers the entire area of the circle in 60 minutes, right? Question is asking you 30 minutes. So can I say in 30 minutes, it will cover half the area of the circle? Half? Why? In 30 minutes, this 12 would basically reach 6. This 12, the minute hand which is at 12 would reach 6. Will you agree? So can I say in 30 minutes, it sweeps half the area of the circle, sweeps half area of circle? Yes, half area of circle. So I think it's very, very, very easy. What is area of a circle? Pi r square, r square. If you have to find half area, obviously it will become pi r square by 2. They say take the value of pi is 3.14. This 2 remains into r square. What is r square? They are saying length of the minute hand. So length of the minute hand is 42. But length of the minute hand is nothing but the radius of the circle. Radius of the circle. Think about it. What I have drawn here is nothing but the radius of the circle, right? This is nothing but the radius of the circle. So find out that's nothing but the radius. So into 42 square. So if you calculate this, you will get your answer as 2769.5. 2769.5. That's your answer. That's your answer. Any doubt in this? 2769.5. That's your answer. So it's an easy one, but a lot of people might not be able to solve it because the thing is, you might not be able to visualize this. Okay. So I think some of you had a doubt in question number 3, right? In question number 3, some of you had a doubt. They were asking me, what is the formula? What is the formula in question number 3? See, the formula in question number 3, remember, simple interest. The formula is the same, right? What is SI? SI is PRT by 100. So again, I'm repeating for the interest of those. SI is PRT by 100. PRT by 100, right? They are saying rupees 2 lakh should double. Rupees 2 lakh should double. So can I say if the amount has to be double? What is amount? Amount is principal plus simple interest. So they are saying amount should double. If amount should double, it should become 2P. So 2P is P plus simple interest, right? So what is SI? SI is 2P minus P. So just substitute the value. SI is P. P remains P, R is something that is not given to you, and hence the data is insufficient. And then the time divided by 100. PP cancels out, but you still have 2 unknowns. Hence, the answer for this was data insufficient. I hope you all got this. Yes? Okay. I think that's it for today. I hope the class was beneficial for you. Remember what we have tried to cover. We have tried to cover different topics so that moment you are solving this question, immediately whatever sums you have done based on the chapter in your previous practice session, it comes to your mind. So very important that you revise as many chapters as possible in this last few days or before you actually go and write the CMAT. Okay, that's it. I think if you have liked the class, if you have enjoyed the class, do hit the like button because that tells us that we can come up with more and more such sessions. Do share it with your friends. Until next time, goodbye and stay